I'm Caitlin.
I'm Danielle.
And together we're Our Time of the Month.
And today we are going to be showing you some of the items that we are either going to be testing out or using to help with the wellness portion of our lives.
Yes, we did talk a lot the other day about self-care and things that we're doing that way, and this is similar.
Yeah.
With a couple extra sponsored items.
Sponsored bits. Yeah, so a portion of this video has been sponsored by Beauty Pie. We've worked with them multiple times. You know how much we love them and sing their praises all the time.
Mm-hmm. You can't not be excited when this pink box arrives.
Look at the freaking packaging.
I know.
Doesn't this just make you want to take your peels?
And as a reminder, they use eco-friendly inks. They're cruelty-free, clean beauty, and recycled cardboard.
So a supplement line is new for them, and they reached out to us and they were like, hey, do you want to talk about these? And then maybe in a couple months, film a recap to show your viewers how you did or didn't like them. And we were like, yes, please.
So the three are Biomega-3, which is omega-3, EPA, and DHA. Then there's the Like Sun Vitamin D3 with K2. I actually did start taking vitamin D during the pandemic because, well, I called them our sad bitch pills, also our bad bitch pills. So I'm excited to try these.
Most people are vitamin D deficient, especially during the winter time when there is no sunshine here.
Yes, so it was my effort to fight depression with my vitamin D. It is also the Perfect Daily Multivitamin. This has minerals and bioflavonoids. I love, like, the word flavonoids.
I do too, but I don't know what it means.
Me neither.
And all of these products, except for the fish so far, are suitable for vegans. So yeah, I have already loaded my handy dandy pill container with my supplements. So we'll report back. You can follow us on Instagram at Our Time of the Month. Yeah. That's where we most often do our real-time update.
Thank you, Beauty Pie.
Thank you, Beauty Pie. Very exciting. I feel like they're really expanding everything they make. I want them to come out with bath salts. Y'all.
They don't?
No, they don't, because you know I'd have bought it already.
Yeah.
It's like I have a bug bite right here. What's this?
I noticed it, but I wasn't sure if it was just like an irritation from your haircut.
Wonder if our hike, it was so hot yesterday.
Maybe.
It's itchy.
Yeah, it probably is like a little bug bite.
Okay, so apart from taking supplements, there are many other factors that contribute to our wellness routines. Would you like to start?
Okay. So for me, one thing that I've really noticed, I don't know if it's like being in the house so much, I don't know if it's depression, I don't know if it's just getting older, but I am in pain.
Oh, yes.
My body hurts on a regular basis.
Yeah, you got aches and pains.
And I've just really noticed it. And at the end of last year, I thought my back hurt so bad, I thought I was gonna snap in half. I went ahead, I got myself a standing desk at work, and then like a really nice foam pad to stand on when I'm on it. I also have this thing that I can like stand on and like be in like moving all the time, and that did help. I did notice an improvement, but the big thing for me was actually foam rolling. I thought I was gonna like hinge in half and snap, and it was so painful. I thought I was gonna have to go to the doctor. So I started foam rolling every single day, and it has made a marked difference. And it's probably under 5 minutes. Like, I'm not spending a ton of time. And it really has also helped me notice where my problem areas were. Like, before you just say, oh, my back hurts. But it's like, well, what part of your back? And like, what makes it hurt? And when does it hurt? And all of that kind of stuff. And I actually realized that the part of my back that hurts is not the part that's the problem. The lowest part of my back and then my mid back were the ones that were like locked up. And so then my low back was compensating for all of that. And I noticed that with the foam roller, because I would feel where my back would like spasm or where it would be very stiff and resistant to the foam roller. And then also I took that information and was able to talk with my chiropractor about it, who I also love dearly.
Yeah, I know you do.
I just, there's nothing I love more than an adjustment. That's not true, but it's up there.
I've never had one.
That's crazy to me.
I'm a little bit afraid. I have been a foam roller for a long time. I used to go to physical therapy at my job, which was one of the best things about Under Armour.
Yeah, I would definitely.
It was great. I could go during my lunch and my girl Lacey would just crank on me for an hour, and it was wonderful. I started foam rolling at that time. I'm not as diligent as Caitlin is now. I only do it when I'm having like serious tension or pain, and I feel like you were saying it does a really good job of showing you where you hold tension. And for me, it's hips. And I learned when I went to a trauma massage therapist that a lot of trauma patients carry their tension and their stress in their hips, which makes total sense. So I predominantly work on that area. And something else that I like that Lacey introduced to me years and years ago was a sort of skin scraper to help break up the fascia, which is this webby material underneath your skin.
Over top of a muscle.
Over top of a muscle that gets really tight and painful. So sometimes if you just are rubbing something and you're like, I'm not bruised, but it hurts, it's probably really tight fascia. So this is a scraper that I actually got from the detox market, and it's a really smooth wood surface that has a little bit of a curve and a handle. And I really like this for my hip area and my thighs and my shins and my calves. Like I can just get in there and really rub the problem areas out. I don't think you could use this on your entire body. Like you could do your arms and stuff, but you couldn't do your back. You couldn't do anything flat. Because it is this material, I have used a lotion under it. I wonder if you could use an oil because it's treated wood. So I don't feel like it would ruin it. Just to help it glide a little bit better over the skin, although I don't really have a problem with it tugging. So I feel like this is really excellent. It hurts like a bitch when you're doing it, but I feel like the juice is worth the squeeze because afterwards I do feel that release of tension, which I like.
I also have chronic headaches. So I have I carry a lot of tension and inflammation in my neck and even like the base of my skull and scalp. So similar to Danielle, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos and something I noticed was something called gua sha. It's pronounced a ton of different ways. I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but it's the same principle. And I forgot to bring them, but I use this set of three tools. They're rose quartz. I have talked about them in another video and shown them. And they're 3 different shapes. They're all about yay big. And they just have really soft edges, rounded edges, very smooth. And so I can use one and just go down this like tight muscle right here. Yeah. And then I will even like go up into my scalp.
Ooh, even this. Oh,
yes.
This is good surface area too.
Yes. So the one thing is that it can cause skin discoloration. You will notice that there will be petechiae in some places. And that is actually usually the areas that needed to release that additional fluid and separate the fascia. It's something that I actually watch a lot on YouTube. There is a channel called Mondragon Chiropractic.
Oh yeah.
It's a woman named Dr. Mondragon down in Florida. She does a lot of actual like muscle work, which my chiropractor doesn't do as much, but it's just wild. She was the person that first introduced me to skin scraping. And so yeah.
Is gua sha a Korean tradition?
I know that it is an Asian tradition. I don't know exactly.
API tradition somehow. And I see a lot of estheticians use them during facials to help lymphatic drainage. And I especially love when they do half the face and then leave the other half. And you can actually see a difference in the inflammation.
I do also use them on my face, but it's much gentler.
And with like an oil.
And with an oil, yes. That is like so much less pressure.
Yeah.
That's really gliding. Back here, I will actually be putting pressure on the tool and like really trying to work on specific knots and things. But on my face, it's literally just like the way when you've ever gotten a facial, that same feeling.
I did watch a woman who was doing it to her face on TikTok, and she is an esthetician, and she said you should never be reddening your skin on your face with a gua sha tool because that means you're doing it too hard. Okay, something else that I like to do, stretch.
Oh, yeah.
I do like to do it. I wish I were one of those people who was like, I wake up in the morning and I stretch for 10 minutes and then I meditate. And then I drink a glass of lemon water. But I'm not that person. I stretch when I remember, or if I'm like sitting down in the basement in front of the television and I see these in front of me, I'm like, I should use those. These are Bala bands, and I got these in a subscription box as well. First of all, I just love this little mesh compact pencil case.
I'm so impressed that you get them back in it.
Oh my god, it's so easy. It's yes. So there are 5 different bands of various resistance. So these are resistance bands, but they're the tiny ones. They're not the great big long ones. And these are great for exercise, but they're also good for stretching. Like this one is the lightest pressure and it gives you a little bit of resistance, but not a ton. If you really want to like do a good glute workout, use this bad boy and it's like the Thigh Master.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you put it on and then you do this little number. I like these a lot because they are so tiny and compact. Like I could take these with me when I'm traveling.
Yeah.
I feel like Mike
Camping?
used to bring resistance bands every time we went on vacation.
Yeah, I mean,
But he would bring the big ones, and I was like, that's so cumbersome. This will fit in my purse, no problem. But I like how they're all labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to show you the level of resistance, so you don't have to keep it memorized in your brain.
So when I am foam rolling, I've actually sort of like evolved it into like a little bit more than just foam rolling.
Like a ritual.
A little bit.
Okay.
So my chiropractor like showed me some stretches that were gonna help with me. I have an issue with my hips also. It runs directly down across the front of my hip, but it's deep in there.
Your
was
IT band, probably.
digging. He was digging in my hip the other day. It was actually it was the first time he's ever done anything where I've been like, wow. But so he showed me a couple stretches, so I'm incorporating those. And then he also mentioned just using a lacrosse ball.
Yeah.
A lacrosse ball is really good. He once used that on my butt.
Mm-hmm. I've only done it on my shoulders.
On your butt. Do your butt.
Okay. Mike is a big fan of the ball.
Wait, it's like there.
Yeah.
You get in right there. Oh.
But I feel like hips and knees, like the reason so many people have hip and knee pain is because you have a tight IT band.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that doesn't have a tight IT band.
Yeah, I've made a Spotify playlist.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I called it Practically Meditation because like bitch don't meditate.
I want to try.
But it's this the primary artist in this playlist, his name is Londrell, and it's actually the lyrics are a lot about yoga.
Oh, I was gonna say Asana is all about yoga.
Yeah.
In a yoga pose.
So I'm literally like foam rolling to this song, and it's like a whole moment, and it's very nice.
Yes, I agree. I do like that. I like a morning ritual. I have really wanted to start trying to meditate. I really do.
I know, my therapist talks about it.
I just want to download the Calm app, and even if I only do 5 minutes, I just need to do something. I also am really intrigued by the idea of doing morning pages. Have you read about morning pages?
No.
It's where you sit down uninterrupted and write whatever the fuck you want for 20 minutes every day.
You want to try it? Do you want to do a challenge?
I do.
You and I will just do it. We will hold each other accountable and we'll do it every day.
I haven't seen one person who started it and they were like, yeah, I didn't really like it, I stopped.
If it's 20 minutes a day, do you want to do 20 days or 30 days?
30 days. Let's do it as long as we do the supplements.
Wellness journey.
Join us on our wellness journey. I want to see how we feel in 30 days.
Sure,
With the supplements, with the journaling, I might throw in a little meditation. I'm definitely starting to up my exercise game again because I'm feeling totally healed from my surgery. And yesterday, going on a 3-mile hike, I was like feeling emotional because I haven't been able to do that in so long.
I will also say the fucking antidepressant is working.
I know it is.
Today is 60 degrees.
Yesterday was 64.
I walked out of my house today to come here in just like a light jacket, bare ankles. I read a book outside yesterday. I read.
Lovely.
2, I did it outside.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It is a mood booster. I don't care what anyone says. I know people are like, go for a walk and clear your head outside. Even if your head's not clearer, it is doing something for you. It is so true. Those chemicals that are released when you move your body, when you have sex, when you do anything that brings you joy, amazing.
Yeah.
It works.
The other thing, this is so random. But okay, so I like posture. Posture is a huge thing for me. I'm like very convinced I'm going to be a hunchback. And I know that I have bad posture. You can see it every single time that we film this. We like
These are the 2 positions
you'll
we're in.
watch us like check ourselves.
Yeah.
But so I have very bad posture, and then also while I'm walking, that's the other thing. I try to be very aware of my body while I'm walking so that I can tell my chiropractor what I've noticed.
Yeah.
And so I also want to make sure that I'm trying to walk evenly. When I'm walking, particularly walking the dog, I tell myself, you are tall. You
Walk
are tall. You are tall.
Yeah.
And I just like say that to myself over and over and over. And it makes me push my shoulders back, and I stand at my full height because a lot of people don't really think of me as 5'7", which I am. They're all like, oh, I always thought you were shorter, and it's because I lose so many inches.
Me too.
Being a slouchy Sally.
I feel like once you start taking care of yourself, you're becoming aware of how your body is functioning or not functioning, and I feel like that is just wild. It's wild. And I was talking about this with Mike the other day. I'm I don't like to watch sports, but I love to watch sport documentaries because I think the stuff that people do to keep their bodies in this tip-top working order, fascinating. I'm fascinated by it. You know, I'll leave a link about morning pages in the description too, because it was something I had never really heard of. I love to write anyways. I would love to write a book one day, and so maybe this will be good for me to like get in the practice of writing.
Yeah, so I've actually always had a challenge. Like, as a kid, I would have a diary or a journal or whatever.
Me too.
And I always had a really hard time with it because when I would go back and read it, I would be like, ew, you sound so stupid.
Right.
I think I was actually talking about that with my therapist the other day because she was like, well, why are you going back and reading it? You don't have to.
Oh, that's true.
You can just write it down and never read it again. And I was like, ooh.
That's the therapeutic part about it. Are we really gonna try this challenge?
Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, just set your alarm a little bit early, lay in bed, or get your coffee or your tea, go somewhere nice.
Oh, I have an excuse to use a notebook. Okay, what else you got?
I got nothing.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's it. That's a lot. You know, it's hard work taking care of yourself.
It's a fucking full-time job.
It is. If you want to get in on our wellness journey with us, comment down below, follow us on Instagram. Start it.
Would love that if people were down in the
Give it a
comments saying like, I'm trying.
OTM Wellness Challenge.
Sure.
I don't know. Keep it simple, stupid.
Pick a thing or pick a couple things that you want to do. Do it for 30 days.
Yeah.
And also, if you don't make it to 30 days, that's fine
Who
too.
cares?
That's not wellness for you to then like
No.
shame yourself and beat yourself up about not like finishing a
If
fucking
you miss
challenge.
a day, also don't beat yourself up over it.
Yeah.
Everybody has this one day, and you hopefully have tomorrow to try again.
Yeah. Extend it on the other end and an extra day.
Yeah. You can think this whole idea is stupid. Don't do it.
I would have definitely thought this was stupid at some point in my life.
Me too, but this year I've been like, I really want to try meditation. Someone bought me a deep breathing book. I also really want to get into that. I want to learn how to breathe better.
I need to get my nose figured out before I try and do anything with breathing.
Yes.
Which I am. I have
know.
my allergist appointment and
This
ENT
week.
appointment this week.
Yeah. Thank you so much again to Beauty Pie.
Yes, thank you so much for like inspiring this whole thing. But yeah, so if you do decide to do the OTM Wellness Challenge that we just made up right now, let us know down in the comments what the things that you're going to try for 30 days.
Yeah, or send us a DM on Instagram, whatever you prefer.
Or also if you've just recently made a life wellness change and it's working for you, we would love to know.
Anything that you do to help yourself feel better, that to me is wellness.
Chat with us down in the comments. We read all of them.
We really
I do
do.
assure you.
I promise.
So like and subscribe.
And comment.
Ring the bell for notifications.
You can watch our last video.
You can watch our next video.
You can watch all the videos. There are lots for you to watch.
And we have a lot coming out.
We do. We are really just attacking this year. All right. Thank you again for watching. Thank you again to Beauty Pie for sponsoring part of the today's video. We will leave links to everything below. And you can use code OurTimeSetMe for $10 off your first subscription for Beauty Pie.
Yes, and multiple of you have subscribed. We get a little report at the end of the month.
We
so
do.
thank you very much. We appreciate it.
And we hope you love it. Yeah, you want to?
Cut it.